I'm hoping y'all can hear me okay. I know I've been offline for a little bit, but I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I went and I have purchased this home in Winfield, Kansas, and I'm kind of piecing it together. It's dark right now, but I'll kind of turn my see how far out here you can see me. But yeah, there's the new home place. You can see how tore up the porch is here. We're gonna be putting a new porch on it coming up here in a few weeks, so that'll be all right. And I just did a live stream on Facebook, um, but at the very last song, the dogs ended up pulling out the lamp out of the socket, so we was in the dark. Um, you know, it is what it is. I got some friends here hanging out with me, and so we got a house full of handful of dogs here. So Willie's got some friends, and so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start putting this place together bit by bit as I can afford it, and it'll be fun. I'm excited about it. A lot of folks have been asking me about the school bus, and a little bit ago, there was a fire in the school bus. No, the school bus did not burn down. It's been in the shop, and I get it back tomorrow. Where am I living at now? This place here is in Winfield, Kansas. But yeah, so the school bus, when I first bought the school bus, was actually a party bus. And when it was a party bus, they had added a bunch of extra electrical things that didn't need to be there. And that part of the school bus caught fire. That part of the school bus wasn't part of the motor part or anything like that. And it was part of an enclosed place, and so it did not catch the rest of the bus on fire. It could have been a lot worse. And I found some folks who were really, really great to me, some awesome mechanics, and I get the bus back tomorrow. So things could have been so much worse, and everything's great. Hey, Winfield, awesome. You're in Salina. That's awesome, Tanya. Um, so coming up here on the 21st, I'm going to be heading out. I'm going to be in Newton, North Carolina on the 21st to be playing a show there and having some fun at the Performing Arts Center. And so come on out and hang out with me in Newton, North Carolina. And if you can't there, maybe you can in Abbeville, South Carolina on the 22nd. So those would be fun. And then also, I'm going to be hanging out during the week, that following week, doing some street performing in Asheville. So if you want to hang out and spend some time with me street performing, that's the way to do it, is come out and hang out. Just because I don't live in Asheville anymore does not mean that I won't be coming through and street performing. I was street performing in Asheville long before I lived there, and I don't have to live there to street perform there. It's just too expensive to live there. So yeah, I'll be in Asheville next week, street performing. um, but yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out and having kind of a time to myself recently. I've been offline, not meaning to ignore anybody. I've just been so busy between the bus catching on fire, like right when I'm moving. And then, now here I am in this home, and I'm piecing it together as I can afford it. But, right now, some faucets only have cold water, some faucets only have hot water. I've got two bathrooms, but only one toilet that works, so it's one of those things where things are starting to get put together little bit by little bit. The electrician will eventually be here to help me piece together the lights and things like that. We don't have a lot of lights in some of the rooms, and so all that stuff will be put together eventually over the next few months. And and I'm feeling good about it. I don't feel like I bit off more than I can chew or anything like that. I feel like this is a fun project, and I'm gonna be able to do this, and I'm feeling good about it. Hey, thanks, Captain J. I appreciate you saying that. And folks, just because I'm not on Facebook, please don't think that I don't care about you. It's just a lot of that is actually just self-preservation. Sometimes I have a hard time with with social media. Some of the things people say, sometimes I have a hard time not snapping back. And so I've just kind of learned to watch myself and just kind of, you know, keep my distance when I'm feeling like it's time to do so. And over the last few months, that's kind of where I've been, where I've just kind of had to take care of myself and get myself situated here, and that'll be good. I've been doing a lot of research projects. I've been doing a lot of researching on female hobos of the Great Depression because I'm just fascinated by it. And I'm hoping to be sharing some of this with you very soon. I'm putting together some stuff. I've been doing a lot of writing. I've been, not only writing about my own story, but also I've been writing, putting together a book about a female hobo named Hiking Nell, who is just a really amazing lady that I, I think a lot of her story, is very similar to mine, pieces of her story, and so I'm really touched by going through her stuff. She traveled in 1909. Hey, whoa! Thanks, Margaret. Very much appreciate. I don't have any of my bells with me right now. I need to grab a bell. Ding, 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 ding. um, Montana, that's something that I would like to do. You see the moon there? Yeah, that's the moon. And I got the railroad tracks right near the house, too. They go right near the house. And Winfield, Kansas is a really neat place. It's a small town. There's maybe 12,000 people here. But it's home of the Walnut Valley Festival, which is one of the biggest like bluegrass old time festivals in the Midwest. And it's home of the National Flat Picking Championship. And so there's lots of music here. And there's a lot of Bones players here, actually, including Barry Bones Patton. So if you're into Bones players, I very much would suggest looking him up because he is extremely talented. Um, so yeah, Winfield, Kansas is a great place. Um, hmm, what else is going on? How is everybody else? I'm hoping everybody is having a good time. And I hope everybody's been safe over the last, year and a half, year or so, because, things have been a little off the wall everywhere, and I just hope everybody's safe and is doing financially okay. Hey, thank you, Nina. I very much appreciate that. Um, and thanks everybody for hanging in here and hanging out with me and having a good time as far as, you know, I just really appreciate everybody's being my support system because you are. I get on here and I see and hear y'all, and I hear you, Lori, saying things like I missed you, and that makes me feel so good. Hey, thank you, Matt Campbell, musician traveler. Hey, musician traveler. Hey, thanks, Sarah. Um, I'm sorry if I'm rocking here. I'm on a porch swing. I can't help but to rock. But I'm having a good time just kind of sitting on this porch and watching my neighbors and stuff like that. The crickets here are pretty loud, but you know what else is loud here? The frogs. There's lots and lots of frogs here. So, where is everybody? You want to tell me where you are? I saw Montana there earlier. Richmond, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Florida, Michigan, Fredericksburg, Scotland, Florida, Austin, Ohio. Look at y'all. Asheville. I'm going to be in Asheville soon. I'm excited about it. You know, I miss Asheville. I do. I wish it was better for musicians than it is. But music cities, as much as you would think so, music cities are never exactly great for musicians. Nashville's the same way, and Austin's the same way. Yeah, Winslow, Arizona. Oh, there's so many of you. Hey, I'm really super glad that all of this worked out the way it did with the house, because I feel like I was really lucky with this one. It's got a new roof, I got new windows. I'm gonna be putting together this back room here, and as soon as I can, I'll do a tour. Right now, a lot of the rooms don't have power, and so I wouldn't be able to light them up. So I'm gonna have to wait and do that during the day. Um, but um, we got Brazil, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Now let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I had gotten off of a. Hey, thank you, Bubba. That's really sweet. But in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, I had gotten off of a train there, and I was walking across Hattiesburg, and I was middle of a neighborhood that wasn't very rich, so to speak. And I'm cutting through this neighborhood, and I'm making sure to, not look at street signs and do all those things. Didn't want folks to not know that I didn't know where I was, because I had no idea where I was. And it was probably like 2 in the morning or something. And I cut through the corner of somebody's yard, in which I shouldn't have. You don't walk through people's yards. I shouldn't have done it. But I walked through the corner of somebody's yard, and I heard them poke their head out of the window, and they said, "Hey, who are you? Why are you in my yard? Wait, you homeless? You need a cigarette?" And it was this family. They were much poorer than I was, and I was homeless. And they invited us in, and this is live. This is really live. um, but they invited me and my traveling partner in, and they fed us hot dogs and white bread. They didn't have any food, and they just sat there, and we played them songs, and it was just the sweetest thing ever. These folks that had absolutely nothing, just opening up their homes to us, and asking us if we needed anything when they had nothing to give to begin with. And it really stuck with me. It really stuck with me. And I really loved that trip because of that family. And I hope, if that family is ever listening to this, because I bet you would remember me, that you send me an email, because I would absolutely love to hear from you. Bloomfield, Iowa. Hey, is anybody over there near where that train wreck was? I saw that train wreck in Iowa on the news, and it looked pretty hardcore. I hope everybody that's over there is okay. I've never been on a train that derailed, but I've watched a derail before, and nothing like what happened in Iowa. Just like a car falling off the track, by a couple. You know what I mean? And being drug a little bit, but not like a whole pile up or nothing. And I was once on a train when a car hit it. Like I was sitting on a grainer porch and a car hit the train. Bless his soul. What is your first advice as a left-hander? Bent spoon, not to hurt. Just do it the exact opposite I do it, other hand. I mean, I've tried to play with my left hand. I can't do it. I tell you what. But I imagine that you use your left hand just like I use my right. I'm not as ambidextrous as maybe it might seem like I am. But, maybe I should see about getting Willie out here to say hi. Hey, Willie! Willie, you want to say hi to YouTube? Come here. I got Willie coming out. Hey, Willie. You want to say hi to YouTube? Here you go. They've been wondering about you, I know. Willie had a sore leg because he kind of hurt his leg digging. And he kind of keeps re-injuring it because he won't quit digging. And so he's just now getting a little bit better. And, and he's going on 10 years old, so he needs to be careful. He's not allowed to be doing any digging. Especially since his face is all gray. He's got to be careful. Right, Willie? You got to be careful. Can I play spoons live? Well, I'd have to ask Dusty if he'd want to play one with me. I got some friends here that have been hanging out. Hey. Hey, y'all want to say hi real quick?
Hi.
Here are all my friends.
Hi.
So, everybody's all growling and stuff now. The rattle of the tops. Are you talking about the slide? I've got a handful of how to play spoons on the internet, but I'm more than happy to do more of them. I haven't done any in a while, and I should do more. Please play spoons live, please. They want to know if we would play them a song on YouTube.
Sure. What do you want to play?
Okay, Dusty says yes. We will play a song for you. Let me grab my tripod thingy, and we will do that. I found one. I found a tripod. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to put this tripod on here. I don't mean to be all wobbly on the phone, but this thing is a little difficult for me. Sometimes. There we go. All right. Now I got my spoons. Got my stuff. All right. See, this worked out.
What do you want to play?
Willie, you stay inside for just now. I can't go chasing you while I'm flipping spoons around. Alright, I'm going to try to get this set where we can see us. There we go. Hey, Kathy in Eastern Kentucky. No, we did a Facebook Live just a little bit ago. We was trying to round up some gas money for our trip. It seemed to do pretty good. I had never done a Facebook Live before. There we go. wanting to play?
You wanna do? Well, we just took a video of that. You wanna do short and bread? Or is that? Or you wanna do something else?
Oh, we can do whatever. Whatever you want. Cool. Again, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Appreciate it.
Tuned it before I put the cable in. Alright, let's do it. Mama's little baby loves taters and gravy. Taters and gravy is what I need. Taters and gravy, the right kind of savory. Taters and gravy and a pile of green. Mama's little baby loves taters and gravy. Taters and gravy is what I need. Taters and gravy, the right kind of savory. Taters and gravy and a pile of green. Mama's little baby loves taters and gravy. Taters and gravy. Right kind of savory. Taters and gravy. What I need. God. Maybe next time we'll play something in tune.
Probably shouldn't play too much. It's late. Are you waking up the neighbors?
You think I didn't try to adjust because none of the strings I thought were out of tune were the ones that were. Yeah.
I think we got to be careful because it's late, and I think we might be waking up the neighbors. I would hear on the front porch.
Go to bed very early here in Kansas.
Yeah, everybody goes to bed early in Kansas.
Yeah. Tornadoes happening.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of wanted to check in and hang out with y'all. Hey, thank you, Rawhide. I want to hang out and check in with y'all and say hello and make sure that everybody is doing well and is happy, and tell you that I am doing well and I am happy. And again, we got some shows coming up on the 21st. We're going to be in Newton, North Carolina. And on the 22nd, we're going to be in Abbeville, South Carolina. And over that next week, we're going to be in Asheville, North Carolina, doing street performing on the street. I'm going to try to be out there as often as I can over the next week out there, and try to get, dust out the cobwebs and get some of that out of my system. I'm going to spend some time, working on this house this summer. I'm going to be uploading a little bit of, the progress there, but don't worry, it's not going to become a home improvement channel or nothing like that. But I am going to be posting pretty consistent updates. I'm going to be relaunching my Patreon account and I figured that would be a good place to post a lot of those kind of updates, and things like that. So, bit by bit, things are going okay. Hey, thank you, Brenda. I much appreciated. Oh, goodness. Curtains. Oh, see, you know the deal. I need some curtains, Chuck. Hey, Coffee Guy. Thank you very much. And thank you, Rainy. And folks, make sure to stop and say hi when you see me on the street. We're street performing and stuff. When we take breaks between songs, don't be shy. Come up and say hi. Let me know you've been watching on YouTube. I'd love to hear it. I like to hear about you. That'd be great. And as soon as I have some daylight, I'll give y'all a bit of a tour of the new house, and I'll show you a little bit more of the town too, actually. Winfield's a really cute town. And please don't worry, it does not mean that I won't be doing shows or anything like that, or be traveling around on the bus, because I will be. In fact, one of the reasons I wanted to be here is, besides I have family, here. My dad has Parkinson's, and he lives in Wichita. Wichita is too big of a town for me, and so I came down to Winfield, which is really close, so I could be close to him. And Kansas is the exact center of the country, and that makes it easier for me to go state to state in any direction and be able to do shows that way. Because I'm right in the middle of it all. I can go north, south, east, west. I could see all of you. So if I'm going to be, I saw somebody asking about Asheville again. Our show in Newton, North Carolina is on the 21st, which is a Friday. On Saturday, we're going to be in Abbeville, South Carolina. And then all the next week, I'm going to be in Asheville, North Carolina, street performing. So if you're out and about in Asheville, again, stop and say hi and see us, and so on and so forth. I'm going to get off of here, though, and maybe eat some Chinese food. They went and got me some Chinese food. All right. I love you.